This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the amazing vocalist, frontman, songwriter for the rock and roll band Marigold, the one and only Benjamin Lieber. But before we get to our interview, here is a sneak peek at Marigold's Waiting on Me. Dream of the 70s like they were always meant for me. Escaping my present dream with the mental serenity. If she'll come along, maybe it's not so lonely. Spotlight in the dark, don't you let go of me. Hold me, go of me, hold me. Are you waiting on me? Are you waiting on me? To take you far away from everything you'll see. Are you waiting on me? It's not my liberty which direction her compass leads. All to believe in a dream, not a memory. It's not her or me to decide what's reality. So we'll keep on singing into the symphony. We'll keep on singing into the symphony. We'll keep on singing into the symphony. Well, hello, Benjamin. How are you?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing so much better now that I'm speaking with you. Ben, I want to know, how did you come to the idea for the song Waiting on Me? And on top of that, then the music video for it.
For sure. In addition to playing in bands, I also am a music video director. I make music videos for other artists, kind of as my day job, if you will. And so I'm constantly thinking in like a visual and sonic narrative at the same time. The idea for the video actually came years before the song ever was a thing. I had this very vague image of like a video starting as the perception of being in a room, an existing space that wasn't like crafted. And as the video went on, the entire space slowly deconstructed to the point where you realize that it was like fake the whole time. So I never knew like what to do with it, and I've just had it in the back of my head. And then fast forward years later, the song kind of spurred. It's the opening track on a new album that we're putting out. Just basically documenting my experience through the past 2 years, leaving the city, feeling very confused, lost, not knowing what to do, where to go with myself. And this song in particular kind of opens the door to the story of, asking myself, really. It's kind of very introspective of like, am I ready to do this? Am I ready to take this leap, make this change in my life, even though I don't know where it's going to lead? More than it's asking, anyone else, it's really trying to find that answer within yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what I love so much about it, Ben, is the fact that we're eavesdropping in on a very intimate, private, vulnerable moment. The director hat literally and figuratively on. I love ish like that. I love eavesdropping in when we're on characters, when shit hits the fan. And I think, honestly, it's a timely and timeless song, not only for the ages, but for right now, where I think people have been forced to be still and to really look themselves in their figurative or literal mirror and say, life is short. What do I want to do with the time I have, and what do I even want to leave behind?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden I had all this time on my hands, more time than I wanted or needed. And it makes you think. It forces you to look inside yourself. And I was really blessed to like go through this experience with my partner. We had really just met at the beginning of the pandemic, and it kind of forced us into you know, immediately taking this relationship very seriously and basically moving in with my parents and her parents. And like, it was a whole thing. And thank
That
God
sounds
it
like
worked
a
out.
sitcom.
Oh, it literally, yeah.
Or it could have been a drama if it didn't turn out well, Ben. I'm just throwing that out there.
Thankfully, it was a sitcom. But yeah, I mean, it all worked out, and we still live together today in a place of our own now, finally. But it was just too, it was all too poetic. And I was just like living this experience, but also watching myself live it. And I just had, I couldn't help but, you know, document it and express it in a creative way.
Ben, I love it. I also love how unapologetic you are in not only what you're doing with Marigold, but what you do as an individual, that you are always thinking on both, you know, the sonic and visual front. I mean, selfishly, I think like that as well.
Yeah,
as a director.
Sure.
And so I love the fact that you were able to kind of go after that. And especially with this song, kind of use all the tools in your tool belt. And I guess I'm also curious, Ben, on the Marigold front, are there any new songs coming out that we should keep an eye and ear open for?
Yeah, tomorrow, actually.
Oh my God, stop it. So yeah. Tomorrow is December 1st. What's the name of the song?
Tomorrow's December 2nd.
Tomorrow is December 2nd, and today's December 1st. As you can tell, the pandemic and time for me, it just
doesn't matter. Doesn't exist.
So tell me about what's happening on Thursday, December 2nd.
Yeah, we're putting out a new song. It's called Alpenglow. It's totally different vibe. It's got like a laid back kind of driving down the road feel to it. And it's a hand animated video. It's not like performance based or anything. It's stop motion, hand done, frame by frame stop motion video.
Oh my God.
So we're very excited to put it out. Yeah.
What I also love about you, Ben, as an artist, it seems like you are and will continue to be one of those artists. They're going to always keep the audience guessing. What is Ben going to come up with next in that brain? Because here you are already between Waiting on Me and the idea for this new song and video. It's like two totally different ideas and visuals and North Stars in terms of musical landscape and sensibility. I'm curious where that love of so many different musical and visual genres come from. Is that part of your upbringing?
Somewhat. I mean, I think I just get bored really easily and like want to try new things, and I also don't like doing the same thing twice. Yeah. You know, if you're saying something with something you make, say it fully and then move on and figure out what the next things to say. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just I've learned as I've grown into adulthood to be open rather than closed to any sort of like inspiration that can come to you, whether that's musically or visually or anything. You know, I think a lot of people, myself included, as a young adult or a teen, spend a lot of time being closed off to things that might help us grow as artists. Like, oh, that music's lame or whatever. I only watch, you know, movies that scare the shit out of me or whatever, you know, like, I don't know.
Right.
But I think as I grew into adulthood, I realized that was really dumb and that there is so much out there. Even if it's not your vibe, there probably is something that you could take home from it.
Amen. Amen, my friend. Well, and this is why I'm excited that you're joining this new social media app, FENIX 360, because like I told you off camera, you know, I've been so blessed to interview over 700 artists over the past 7 months, all over the world, all different types of disciplines. But even me as a director, I've already been able to pick up on so many, to be perfectly frank, I've been able to kind of deconstruct any preconceived notion I've had about certain genres of artists and types of artists. Because at the end of the day, we all now more than ever have this very large need to connect. And I'm curious for you, final question is, what are you most excited about in terms of getting back out there more so than not, in terms of getting back out there in front of a live audience?
Yeah, well, I mean, since like the summer, we've played, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 shows since the summer came around and music just exploded again. And it's been incredible. And it's really just been like the tip of the iceberg, because it's everybody wants to play, so it's actually like hard to play now. But it's undescribable. Like, it has not I've not gotten used to it, and I frankly don't want to get used to it yet. Every show that we've played, I'm in the room at that moment, and I just reflect on the hundreds of thousands of shows that I've played in my life and how much I took them for granted before this experience, and how I was so happy to be like so present in that moment there. And I hope that that never changes, because it's really like beautiful and awesome thing to be a part of and feel. So I'm excited for that to be coming more, and hopefully touring, and I feel it every night, and growing as it comes back and gets more present again.
I love it. Well, you're manifesting that through that emotional, through that feeling, right? That feeling of gratitude that I know that all artists, especially now more than ever, have been able to feel once they've been able to get a taste of what they've been missing for almost 2 years. And Ben, you're an incredible artist, true artist, like old school, true Renaissance man artist. And
Thanks.
I'm so grateful for the time you took today to speak with me. Grateful that you're on this app, but also just grateful that we're connected now. And thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.